Hi, I'm Constantin Matros, a junior at the University of South Carolina, and this is my brother Leo, who graduated from USC last year. We're the founders of the Charleston International Music Competition, or CIMC for short. Across the country, most student musicians never perform beyond their local communities, rarely receive professional evaluation, and see their achievements disappear after a single recital. So we built CIMC to change that by giving students of all skill levels awards that last, expert feedback, and global exposure that supports their musical and academic development. As violinists ourselves, we've lived that struggle, both in our own musical journey and in creating charlestoncompetition.com entirely from scratch as college students with no outside funding. We dove into cold emailing, learned social media from zero, and personally created thousands of musician web pages by hand, building CIMC brick by brick into one of the largest online music competitions in the world. So far, we've hosted more than 60 monthly competitions featuring over 7,000 finalists from 90 countries, representing 30+ instruments and judged by over 40 professionals from a dozen countries. We've built a YouTube community of 24,000 subscribers, attracted over 600,000 unique visitors to our website, and generated over $1 million in revenue, staying cash flow positive from the start with over $400,000 in current annual run rate. Now, our finalists don't just compete. They go on to study at Harvard, Juilliard, and Stanford, with many performing at Carnegie Hall, proving that CIMC isn't just a competition, but a launchpad for educational success. Each finalist receives recognition, certificates, trophies, judges' feedback, and social media promotion. But our true innovation is the digital platform behind it. Every musician gets a profile page, like a personal Wikipedia, with their photo, bio, and video ranked at the top of Google when someone searches their name. And like a LinkedIn for musicians, our site search tool lets anyone discover performers by instrument, city, or other keyword. But instead of hearing it from us, let's hear what CIMC means to one of our young musicians.
Hi, my name is Macy Ray, and I'm 14 years old, and I entered as a vocalist. I entered the Charleston International Music Competition because I wanted to get more exposure and hear and have some international judges hear my music. Through this experience, I learned so much, and even 2 years ago I entered, and I got second place, which I was so ecstatic about, and they gave me lots of good advice, and I improved, and I got first place this year, and I'm so grateful, and I would encourage everyone to enter because it leads you up to so many opportunities and great advice. Thank you for listening.
Like Macy, most of our finalists are between 9 and 17 years old, and over 20% return to compete again. One has even participated 17 times in a row. That loyalty speaks volumes about our educational value. Now imagine scaling that model within the US school system. There are 55 million K-12 students and 130,000 schools nationwide. If even one school participates with just 50 student musicians, that's $10,000 in revenue per school at our current $200 application fee. Multiply that across hundreds or even thousands of schools, the potential scale is massive. A $1 billion total addressable market if we get just 20% of student musicians to participate. Each competition becomes a turnkey education service that aligns directly with Beemok's mission, creating opportunity, empowering students, and celebrating teachers just as Meeting Street Schools does. And for the most exceptional young musicians, everything comes full circle back to Charleston. We can partner with existing institutions, the Symphony, Gilliard Center, College of Charleston, and Spoleto Festival to offer in-person opportunities for our top performers. Now, we're ready to take CIMC to the next level, turning this vision into action over 3 years. Year 1, we'll use AI to automate our platform for scale and drive marketing through student ambassadors and targeted digital campaigns, reaching parents and music educators. Year 2, with the platform scaled and applications rising, we'll launch the student-teacher lesson marketplace and establish partnerships with Charleston's music institutions. And Year 3, we'll offer scholarships, collaborative performances, and mentorship to our best students in Charleston while expanding nationally to make CIMC a household name in music education. In total, we approximate a $450,000 capital need over 3 years, broken down annually as seen. Mr. Navarro, you've already elevated Charleston through hospitality, sports, and education. With CIMC, we can add the next cornerstone, music. And Mr. Watts, Mr. McCombs, and Mr. Spence, who's not here, I guess, but your collective expertise in finance, supply chain, technology can help us scale this proven platform into a national network that empowers student musicians everywhere. Together, we'll make Charleston the world stage, uniting people through music. Thank you, and we'd love to answer any questions.
So guys, you in the video we saw, she talked about feedback. Is that one of the reasons that students are competing, and where does that feedback come from? Like, where do you pick
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
judges?
So on our slide, in terms of our offerings here, so there's 3 categories of services that we provide to our finalists. So, yes, right here. So we offer awards, feedback, and exposure. So we have a panel of over 40 judges from a dozen countries, and all of these judges provide comments on the musician performances. So the way this works is musicians submit performance videos. We upload them to our YouTube channel for public viewing, and all the judges provide scores and comments. And so that's the type of feedback that performers
Do you
receive.
pay the judges, or?
So right now, currently, the judges are volunteers, and they're happy to do that because many of these judges, they are also music teachers, so they're looking to provide lessons to students. Many of them are looking for extracurriculars, for example, if they're pursuing a PhD in music. And a lot of the judges, they just really enjoy the process. And they also additionally offer awards. So for example, lessons, virtual lessons to some of our top performers as well.
And is the primary reason that you think most kids are signing up, is it exposure?
I think it is exposure because unlike sports, music is very, I think, underrated, and there's not lots of opportunities. As violinists ourselves, besides a local, school orchestra, a few solo recitals at, our local music school, there's not many opportunities to compete and really receive recognition for all the hard work that musicians put into their music.
First off, you guys are awesome. Great work.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the story of how you got to the point you are today with just awareness of the product and sign-ups. Like, how did it get from 0 to 1 of where it is today?
Yeah, we started during the COVID-19 lockdowns. I was 18, he was 15 at the time, and very, very humble beginnings. So we weren't always charging $200 per application. At the very start, it was 20 bucks. First competition, we had 21 applicants, so $400 in revenue. Started off with our mom and grandma as judges, so both of them are professional pianists. They've offered many piano lessons. They were also members of their local music school. So we started off with them as judges. Over time, we started inviting the music teachers of our performers to be judges. And honestly, right now, we have judges reaching out to us from all over the world asking, can I please be a judge for the Charleston International Music Competition? Because for every judge, we provide this personalized performer page, as you saw for our performers. And so anytime you look up their name on Google, that's the first thing that pops up. So many of the judges, they really enjoy the exposure as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we're making snap decisions, so we just had a chance to talk a little bit, and congratulations. You guys are going to get an investment.
Thank you.
150 for a total of 250,000.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.